My name is Michelle and I'm a women's advocate at Harbor House. I always fear for people's safety when they come in here, and I don't think folks realize how much in danger they might actually be. And I also fear if somebody's out there, they're desperate, they're alone, and they feel like there's no one to turn to. A women's advocate is a person that helps guide somebody through the process of when they're dealing with domestic abuse, and a lot of that entails planning for their safety. And we also provide resources to people for the community. We do case management. We help people find resources that they need. And we also have several support groups that we do weekly. And we see a lot of people from outside. In fact, we see more people outside than we actually see living in our shelter program. When I hear the word Illuminate, I feel like it's broken down into, 3 different steps for me. So I think first off, I think of shedding light on something, so giving awareness, more specifically to domestic abuse and how it's affecting the community and the people that live in the community. And then secondly, I think of, clarifying something. And I think what that represents for me is someone's path of self-discovery, so the journey that they go on as they're becoming more aware of the abuse that's happening in their life. And then lastly, I feel that it gives them insight. So it gives them insight to kind of move on and see that there's hope beyond the abuse, and perhaps they can start seeing the beauty in things again. So I guess Illuminate overall just reminds me of the strength, the bravery, and the resiliency it takes for people to step forward and say that this abuse is happening to me. And we have the opportunity here at Harbor House to be able to see that journey every day with the people we work with. I think that by putting a voice to it, you can take away a lot of the shame from the situation, and you can begin to reclaim your own voice. People need to remember to be patient with themselves because real healing can take time. It's not an overnight process, and it can feel really daunting at times, but you can absolutely do it. There are many occasions that people come into my office and they'll sit down with me and tell me, I don't know why I'm here. And that can be difficult sometimes, just knowing that they don't realize necessarily that they're being mistreated or abused. So I think that's a huge step in awareness for themselves. And it makes me think of, too, there was a woman that I worked with for a really long time, and I told her, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And she kind of laughed at me, and she's like, yeah, haha, Michelle, it's the light from the oncoming train. And now she sees me 2 years later, she tells me, you know what, Michelle, you were right. I can see that now. And it took a while to get there, but now I realize that that light was for me. Harbor House serves as sort of a lighthouse or a guide, so to speak, for people that are dealing with domestic abuse. And it symbolizes and represents a safe place and safety for those who are dealing with domestic abuse on a daily basis. My name is Michelle and I'm a women's advocate at Harbor House. If you're out there and you're suffering in silence, know that there's help when you're ready.